Good morning everyone and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we are playing the 19th to the 27th hole at Club de Golf Tres Marías, and let me tell you something. This is a Jack Nicklaus design course, and on these 9 holes Jack went kind of crazy. We got a par 5 that I think the tee shot drops about 60 yards. The following hole is about 60 yards uphill. It's quite a challenge. It's a 9-holer where you can lose a lot of balls, but it's also a 9-holer where if you can keep it in play, you can actually go pretty deep. So let's get started.
Okay, let's go.
First hole here, we're just gonna keep this up the left side. Everything feeds down to the fairway. The only thing you can't do is go right. Oh my gosh. So after a terrible first drive, we still ended up in the fairway. Like I said, just go on that left side and it kind of comes down. We have 128 meters here. We're playing at altitude, almost 6,000 feet, so the ball flies really far here. I have 128 meters, so like 141 yards. I'm hitting a pitching wedge, a little bit downhill. We'll take that. Okay, so as you can see, the greens haven't been cut yet. So we're gonna get some nice lines after we putt, but they're gonna be significantly slower. But no matter. Par on the first, we're moving on to the second, and this is where it starts to get crazy. Only a hybrid off the tee on this one, but the difficulty here, I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can't really see the fairway. We're going diagonally to it. The difficulty here is hitting this fairway. You kind of have to hit a fade into it, but if you go left, you're going into that hazard, and you really don't want to be right because everything's just going to kick off. So more of an accuracy tee shot here. Distance is not a huge factor. Once it lands, it's gonna just keep rolling because the course, as you can see now, is kind of yellow and firmish. More, a little bit more. That should be pretty good. Okay, we are at exactly 100 meters. We did get really lucky here. I was trying to hit the top level of the fairway. If you pan over here, you can kind of see how my ball actually ran all the way down to the lower fairway, which gives us an advantage because it's not as much of a height drop. From up there, you're hitting like 20 yards down to the flag. Now we're 100 meters, maybe just 2-3 meters down. We got a nice backstop here, so good opportunity to hit it close. Come back. To the flag, please. All right, a little bit right. Just landed it here right at the pin and took the back slope or the backstop, but fed it down here to the right. I said on the last screen that they haven't cut the greens. Now this green they have cut. So I'm hoping all the greens will be cut from here, but we'll see. It's going to be a real game of adjustment. Stay up. Just missing a little bit of speed on that one, and it's in the hole. It's another par. Now we're playing maybe Mexico's most difficult par 3. All right, hole 21. This is a tough par 3. We're going all over this kind of valley here where the river that runs through the golf course is. And it's playing about 250 yards to a back pin today. Because of the altitude, I still only have a 4-iron here. And you can kind of use the back here, but you really don't want to go too far up the back because then it'll just shoot it back into the bunker. But we can get anything that stays on green here. We're happy. Get a good bounce. Wow, short. All right, I said if we get it on the green, we're happy. We are on the green. We're on the lower section, but we're putting for birdie up the ridge. Let's see what happens. Okay, so huge ridge here. Slinging the ball left to right. Once it gets up there, it's just gonna keep moving right the entire way. And once it gets past the hole, it's actually kind of quick. So from here, 2-putt is great. Sit, 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 sit. Man, I roasted it.
Damn!
Kind of that difficulty of the first green not being mowed. And then we go to these greens that are mowed and actually rolling way faster. Like they're pretty good shape. But we'll get adjusted to it and we'll start dialing in that speed.
Hell no!
Never up. Never up, never enough speed. That's a bogey. But it is a really tough putt from down there. First putt, bad speed. Second putt, atrocity. So up there, on the little peak there, we actually have 3 rocks that are supposed to be the 3 Marías. And the reason why this golf course is called Tres Marías. But once we get up on the tee box on 25, we're gonna be able to see them a lot better. And I can tell you a little bit more about them. Okay, short par 4 here. Real great chance to get back to even par. We got a front right pin, so the key here really is you kind of want to get past it, and a full drive for me should do that. It's going to open up the green a lot. We're going right at that tree that's left of the bunker. That gets a kick, it's pretty good. Keep going. Yeah, that's actually going to feed down to the green. That's a good shot. Okay, looks can be a little bit deceiving. I thought I saw this thing kick right down towards the green, but it just stayed straight. We were going right at this tree, so can't be happy. We're past the hole, we have green to work with. This one we're just trying to land it on the green, and then there's a little bit of a ridge there that's gonna take it down all the way. Pretty quick, this one. There's the ridge. Man, that thing's going left. Pretty straight putt, but the grass is growing to the left, so the grain's gonna take it left. A little bit uphill too, so we can be a little bit more aggressive on this one, which is nice. Back to even. We needed that. This hole is basically almost all about the tee shot. It's kind of daunting hitting down 50, 60 yards to the fairway. And it really just is about line here. This time of the year, it should run out pretty well too. For me, when I just need to hit it straight, I usually go for a little fade. So we're gonna aim for that bunker on the left and just try to cover the ball and let it feed out back to the fairway. Perfect. Okay, after a great drive, we're in the middle of the fairway. We have 162 meters left on a par 5, which is great, but we're on a little bit of a downhill here. And I'm in between clubs.
Look at my happy, happy guy. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy guy. Oh, just a look at that, a happy, oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy dog.
We're going with the 8-iron, and we're just gonna send this one right of it, because there's a big ridge there that we can work with to get the ball coming back to the pin. Or we can pull it right at it. That's gotta sit. Now it's a hot pull. It's over the green. Okay, I opted for the longer club and hit a long pull. That's not a great combo. Should have hit the 9 instead of the 8. But here we are. Green is looking pretty firm, and we kind of have to lift this with the kikuyu, as the ball kind of tends to just stick if you try to skip it through it. Could work if we landed on the fringe, but I'm trying to hit it high and land it on the green here. What is that kick, man?
What the hell is even that?
Ah, that's golf. I hit that exactly like I wanted to, and it just kicked 45 degrees right and super hard. Can't see much in this. About 12 feet, going straight into the green. I'm gonna go inside right. Push.
What a shame.
Push, push, push. It's not a great stroke. Par on this par 5 after that tee shot. Feels like a bogey. We're on the 24th hole now, and I'm standing on the original back tee here, but we're gonna play it 2 tees up because that is where the back tee is now. When Jack Nicklaus first assigned this hole, he was playing for the inauguration this hole, and I didn't see it myself as it was 20 years ago, but the story is that Jack Nicklaus was on this tee box, and now there's actually 2 big trees covering it, but there's a fairway going all the way up kind of towards that house you can see there, and then there's a lower fairway down there. That's kind of like if you don't have the distance. Jack supposedly from this tee box hit 3 tee balls, couldn't get up to the top, and was just stubborn enough, and he hit a 4th one and finally got it up. But they decided to still keep the tee box, but decided to move the back tee forward. So it could be kind of like a par 5 from back here, but we're playing it as a par 4 from the actual black tees where they are right now. So you can't really hit a fade here anymore because this tree that's grown up, so we're gonna try to hit a little bit of a draw. But mainly here, the key thing is just we need to hit it high. That is not a draw. Get down. Okay. Yeah, we're in the rough, but it's actually okay. Okay, completely blind, second shot here. But we're going kind of over that bunker. The pin's gonna be on the left edge of it. We have about 130 meters, going probably 15 uphill. I'm holding a little pitching wedge here. We're gonna guard out to the right side because left of the green, there's a runoff. I kind of like that shot. Hit it pretty good. I like this for all the right reasons. Kicked up there, used a little bit. There's a little bit of a ridge here you can't really see on the camera, I think, but working down towards the pin. Great look here, about 6 feet for birdie. Aiming this one about a cup and a half outside right. I had the line, but I did not think I was going to leave that short. And this is where I told you would be able to see the Tres Marías even better. It's that rock up there that's kind of standing on its own. Pretty cool. There's no way to get out there really, and those rocks have just been there forever. Anyways, hole 25, really cool par 3 this. We have about 200 yards to a front pin. This hole drops, I think, about 35 meters-ish. So meters, it's 180 meters, 150, we're hitting it like a 150. Soft 9-iron, crazy enough, we're hitting soft 9-iron. Oh no. Blocked it right. That's in one of the bunkers. Good strike, just terrible takeaway. Okay, so we ended up down here in this bunker. Pin's over here, but we're gonna try to use this ridge here, if you can see it in the video, because if we go straight at the pin, there's a high risk we're gonna go off the green. So we're gonna try to get fancy here with the ridge. Okay, so I did what I set out to do on that bunker shot. Unfortunately, it didn't really pan out the way I was imagining it. Ended up rolling past the pin a little bit instead. Now we have about 10 feet for par here. A little left to righter again. Just gotta get line and speed correct. I pretty much got them both wrong. It's a bogey. Unfortunate. Hole 26. Par 5, it's not very long, but let me tell you guys, this is about as risk reward as it gets. I've made eagle on this hole and I've made over 10 multiple times. We have pretty generous fairway, but that's about it. Left is water, right it's hazard. So we got to put it in play. And then the second shot here is the big key, because on the second shot, we're going about 20 yards uphill across this river that runs through the entire course. And yeah, it's basically you hit it on the green or you're in the hazard. It's really like make or break shot. But step one is to put one in the fairway here. Yeah, that's just what I was looking for. A low draw runner suits this hole perfectly, and that should set us up in a really good position. All right, so here we are, middle of the fairway, good position. We're kind of on an upslope here, which helps because we're going way uphill. We're about 185 meters, but going at least 20 uphill. And then on top of that, we have, I mean, you can see all this is hazard over here. So you gotta make it over. So I usually add almost 10 more just to be safe, because we do have a backstop. Hopefully it's not too wet because it sometimes plugs, but if it doesn't, it comes down to the green really nicely. As you can see over here, they're actually building a brand new green up here and turning this into a par 4 because it's too difficult for the regular members and they just can't get over this kind of the river here. And so it's turning into a par 4 and then it's going to be a par 3 from up there. So it's going to become a 10-hole stretch here, but we're playing the OG stretch here. It's a par 5. It's really difficult. This is a make or break shot. Get down. Struck well, so it's gonna be safe, but yeah, you know, that could be just fine. It's just a little bit of fear in me pulling that one left, but I think it should roll down before the green, but it's a good position to make a 4. Get that bogey back on the last and get back to even par. And then make a birdie on 27 too. Okay, so yeah, we did land up in the ridge. This ball rolled down, almost rolled down into the hazard, but now we got a great look here for an eagle 3 if we can chip this in. Okay, and of course, nothing screams confidence like taking the pin out when we're chipping. Go. Go. Yeah. Good effort. I like that. We're going to be cocky enough to tap this in with the wedge. That's a 4. We're back to even par. One more hole to go. The final hole of these 9 holes. We're even par. We're going to try to make a birdie, but first off, let's take in just how beautiful this golf course is. We got number 27 up here on the right, the one we're playing. Number 18, 2 fairways and a green going up there. Super difficult hole. That one is in another video for you guys. And yeah, just a stunning place. Super lucky to be able to call this my second home course here in Mexico. And yeah, Let's finish strong. It's gonna be good. Not gonna lie, I had in the back of my head that maintenance guy on the right, but it's fine. It's gonna bounce down to the fairway and we're in a great position. Great position here on the last. We got a pin that's long left, and so kind of like all the Jack Nicklaus green complexes, he likes for people to work the ball towards the target and for it to roll towards the target. So the play here is to go right of it. We have the ball above our feet, so we're gonna get a little bit of a draw on it. But yeah, work it maybe 5 yards right of it, and that's gonna take it all the way down to the pin here. Go. You know, I'm saying go like it's not that great, but looking at that bounce, it actually looks really great. Caught it a little bit heavy. I don't know if you could see in the video, but hopefully we have a good look for birdie. Okay, the final shot here ended up very nice. We are about 7 feet, I'd say, for birdie, but it's kind of a hard read. It's gonna go left at the end. The only question is it gonna go straight or
Immens
left?
Messi, encara 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 Messi, gol, 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 gol.
Nice finish. Back-to-back birdies. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't watched 1 to 18 yet, make sure you check those out. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. It helps me out a lot. Thank you guys for watching.